Hello, and welcome to the Watchman segment of our program. You know, many people are, all of us being born into this system of things in these days and times, many of us have never read the Bible, so we don't understand why the year begins in January. Well, it begins in January because the Euro Gentiles changed it in honor of their pagan god Janus that looks into the past and into the future. First, they went into March because of their pagan god Mars, and because March was the Romans' purification month. And then later on, the white folks went into January after Janus, the two-faced god that looks into the past and into the future. But many of us don't know that simply because we don't read our scripture. But let me read something to you out of the book of Exodus and see what Yahweh, the creator of all things, had to say pertaining to these days. This is our Exodus chapter 12, and I'm going to read verse 1 here. It says, "And Yahweh spake unto Moshe and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year unto you." Now, we know that, let's see when they came out of Egypt, and then we can understand when this first month was. Now, I'm going into chapter 13, and I'm going to read verse 1 through verse 5. It says, "And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, Sanctify unto me all the firstborn whosoever opened the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast, it is mine." Okay, I'm going to skip down to verse 5. It says, "And it shall be, when Yahweh shall bring you into the land of the Canaanites, the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he sware unto your fathers to give you, a land flowing with milk and honey, that you shall keep this service in this month." This month when? In the month of Abib, when the year begins according to the Holy Bible. But like I said before, them white folks over in Europe changed it to January after Janus, the two-faced god that looks into the past and into the future. Why would Yahweh start the year in the time when the earth is almost frozen? Huh? It makes sense that the year would begin in the spring, when things begin to come up out of the ground. But if you never read these things, then you'll never know these